Hey, I'm Craig Finn. This is my friend Nelson Devereaux, and this is the first song on my new album. My album's called Always Been, and this song is called Bethany. It goes like this. In the later afternoon, it sort of softens on the avenue, wasting the remainder of the day, drinking off what's left of the glasses on the table when the couples get their checks and walk away. And I'll be here tomorrow and then every day that follows, till I see you later on this week. Will you come and pick me up when I get up off the bus? Will you help me bring my stuff out to the beach? When we met, I was the reverend. You were in the congregation. Didn't happen right away, but pretty soon. And I never had a calling. I just had a strong desire to be the one that stood up in this room. So when I was a child, I used to fixate on the chaplain, the way he brought the widows all to tears. That looked like a decent way to make a little living here. Gave myself to God for a few years. I built a chapel off the exit on the highway outside Harrisburg. There was all that new development back then. Parishioners would come to me with cakes and little pastries and ask me for my blessing once again. But I couldn't shake the feeling. I was faking all the faithfulness, and every single sermon was a fraud. Drifted through the rituals, prideful, high and pitiful, pissing off a petty, vengeful God. Pissing off a petty, vengeful God. My parents are both ancient now. I'm staying at their summer house. Clear out on the weekends when they come. To my sisters with her daughter on the fringe of Philadelphia, with their skinny cigarettes and snapping gum. But I'm grateful for the place to stay. I'm caddying on Saturdays. The money's not as good as it was when we were teenagers. Walk back from the golf course, cut through a couple backyards, but I try to keep my eyes pointed heavenward. In another prior life, the Reverend and his wife were sitting in the kitchen making plans, unaware of all the mess, the pressure in the flesh is capable of making in a man. And I never really fell, 'cause I was never quite convinced. But I must admit I miss all the simplicity of a woman and a man. Though I also understand the reasons you no longer want to be with me. Now I can see why you no longer want to be with me. The devil came in hot. Someone called the cops. I explained to them how much it is you mean to me. The cuffs, they made a click as they wrapped around my wrists. Everybody's got some version of security. Somewhere there's a life where the Reverend has his wife. Jesus has his ministry in Galilee. But the sunset looks like blood from the windows of this bus. Somewhere between Harrisburg and Bethany. Somewhere between Harrisburg and Bethany. Somewhere between Harrisburg and Bethany. This next song is about the exact same person that the first song was. And it's from my new album, Always Been. It's called People as Substance. And it's about a guy who's claiming he's doing better than he used to be. And the question is whether he's a reliable narrator on that subject. So it's called People of Substance. It goes like this. I don't get depressed anymore, except possibly December at the Delaware shore. Maybe missing numbers on the motel doors, the toy section at this drugstore. Otherwise I'm pretty much cured. I've been getting out of bed before noon now. Gonna find a new place pretty soon now. The whole scene's moving uptown, and I'm sorry about the way that I scared you. Sorry that I wasn't in touch since. Spent way too much time on people without any substance. And I decided that I'm gonna push forward. I'm committed to making the change. But you gotta remember I never go out in the rain. And it's been raining all day and my jacket got nicked from the coat check. Curtains can't keep out the gray. These umbrellas that you get at the drugstore always blow the wrong way. Day and I don't drink nearly as much, 1 or 2 nights a week at the most. No, I used to be such a monster. The city's still lousy with ghosts. And I'm sorry about that fight in the taxi. You know, I probably just wasn't my night. If you just agree to come see me, I could try to make it alright. And I decided that I'm gonna back off now. I heard you turn that old boy into a husband, and you're out in the county hanging out with some people of substance. I'm done with the breakdowns, but the winter's pretty weird here at the shore. You never really told me what it was you cut me off for. I'm still not sure, so I decided that I'd call and just check in. 'Cause if I was good enough for you back then, you shouldn't be ashamed to bring me around to your new friends. I've been asking around for some sort of system to trust in. Maybe you could put me in touch with some people of substance. I spend way too much time on people without any substance. I spend way too much time on people without any substance. This is my song, Clayton. It's from my new record, Always Been. I took Clayton as the name the day they said that I was saved. So the Lord just reached his hands out, formed me out of clay. I know I've had some problems, but I'm not the one to blame. The Lord made me this way. The Lord made me this way. I've been seeing this one woman. I've been seeing her in bars. Her name's actually Emily. On stage they call her Star. The drinks go down so easy, but the rest is pretty hard. We can change the names they give us, but we're stuck with who we are. I stuck around after the closing. The barman locks the door. I help him gather glasses up. He lets me sweep the floor. We We don't do too much talking, but he pours a couple more. The summer's long since over, but I stuck around the show. I bet Dana knows a bit of it. I bet she disapproves. But she's at her husband's house. Bet it's nice and new. 2 years ago I finally took the stone out of my shoe. Now I'm walking straight and true. I forgave myself for you and for Daniel in the motel, in the bathtub where he died. Like he didn't know what had hit him. His face still looks surprised. And I went through his pockets, mixed what was his with mine. But I should have closed his eyes. I should have closed his eyes. I took Clayton as a name the day they said that I was saved. So the Lord just reached his hands out, formed me out of clay. I told Emily I'm broke right now, but I'm not the one to